Hey, Scruffy. About 10 minutes early. Not coming to the door today, huh? Yeah. At least you're meowing for me. So bring out the food, huh? Ready for the food? Yeah? Can't even step out. Not sure if Scruffy's gonna hiss at me or not. How you doing? Okay. I'm gonna put the food on the table. And put the glove on. So we had kind of weird weather today. It was very overcast all morning. Almost looked like it might rain. Although the forecast didn't say anything about rain, so didn't think it was actually going to rain, but it looked like it could. And because of that, yeah, the temperature stayed kind of cool all morning. It's kind of a nice, cool. It wasn't cold or anything, just unseasonably cool. And let's see. And then, yeah, the sun actually did come out finally right around lunchtime. And then, yeah, it did start warming up a little bit, though, relatively speaking, yeah, it stayed cooler than all the prior days. But I just came back from a bike ride. Actually, I went a little earlier, so I've been home for maybe an hour now. And yeah, I went a little earlier just because. So originally, I was actually going to go really early since I thought it was going to be overcast all day. I thought, well, I don't have to wait till sunset. I can go now and get a little more light without having to worry about the sun bearing down on me. But then when the sun broke, yeah, I decided to go a little bit later because I was starting to worry about how powerful the sun would be. And yeah, it turns out I actually probably did go a little too early because so I talked about my route, and they've closed off like one of the main climbs I like to do, one of the main paths, and I'm trying to find alternate paths. And now that I have this new used mountain bike with better gearing than my old one, I'm re-incentivized trying to do some of those more difficult climbs on the exposed mountainside that I used to go up more, and then I haven't really been up there since this year, basically. So they were closed. So the storms closed actually a lot of those trails. So I didn't even think about going up there. They did reopen them, but yeah, I really still haven't gotten back in the shape, and I still haven't felt incentivized to go up there because it's an exposed mountainside, and it's this time of year it gets really hot. But yeah, so today I thought, so I got the better gearing, and I got better temperatures today. So, and then yeah, my main route's closed, so I've been starting to go up the exposed mountainside. So I went again today, and yeah, unfortunately, on the very final climb to the top on the exposed mountainside for the route I did today, yeah, the sun was bearing down on me, so I was starting to feel that heat. Probably should have put on some sunscreen. I didn't put on any today. I didn't think the sun would be bearing down on me. So, I guess speaking of bicycle stuff, so yeah, yesterday I talked about buying stuff off Craigslist, and I mentioned, so yesterday I made a purchase, so somebody met me in a shopping center, so to do the swap, and today, so I've been planning to do this one for actually a few days now. This one has so a part I need. It's actually been hard to get, so I don't think it's very popular, and because all my gear is so old and obsolete. I'm probably not a popular target audience. This particular part, I think right now is retailing for about $70, and this seller was selling it for $10, so I thought it was a really good deal. Couldn't pass it up. But I think it was actually even worse because for a while you couldn't even get it. So I actually saw listings as high as like brand new, like $250, but nobody had it in stock. So I'm guessing the supplier was having supply chain shortages, supply chain issues still. But again, it's not very popular. And so I got lucky, and somebody on Craigslist was selling what I was looking for $10. Obviously, it's used, but I don't care. This it looked like it was in good condition, and for $10, I'll take the risk. The big problem was, it's the guy is located kind of far away from me, so it's kind of a long drive out. And then the other problem I was having was we were trying to find times we were both available, and I was also trying to find a time that didn't involve me to drive at peak traffic hours, because the trip length would double or even quadruple depending how bad traffic is. The traffic gets really bad for the routes I have to take to get to him and back. So so today he finally he had an availability where it didn't require me to drive at peak traffic hours, and so we were both available, and I didn't have to go at a peak traffic hour, so I had to go right before lunchtime. So I actually went before I fed Scruffy and got back just in time. So I was actually a little bit worried that he might sell it before I find the ideal time to drive to him. But I had noticed that when I first found the item, it had been posted up there, I think, for almost a month. And for $10, I doubt, if it was sitting that long, I doubt, it's very popular. So I figured, maybe I'd have a shot. So coincidentally, I saw it late in the evening before I went to bed, and I said, okay, I'm going to sleep on this, and then when I wake up, see if there's anything else similar, and if not, I'll make an offer, or I'll offer to buy it. But because I knew I'd have to drive pretty far, and chances are I'd probably have to work out something to avoid traffic. And I was right. But I was worried that maybe by the time we coordinated a day, he might if I get another seller. But so I was actually thinking maybe, and then actually when I woke up, the listing had been removed, and so I thought, oh gee, did you already sell it overnight? And it's like that could have happened, but it's really weird. And then I looked again, and then what he had done is he had deleted the old listing and then relisted it, I guess, so it gets put to the top of the search thing, because I guess after a certain number of days you're allowed to repost. He's grooming. So anyway, it took us another, was it 4 or 5 days. So maybe I should have offered to pay him another $5, maybe even $10 to hold it for me. But I kind of took the gamble saying, yeah, I don't think anyone's going to buy it in that amount of time. So yeah, it's the wrong time of year. So, people are, it's, end of summer, people getting ready for winter. So people are putting the bike stuff away. Don't need to buy new bike stuff. Okay, let's get Scruffy's food. So at lunch, oh, I forgot to put a ball in his food again. So I only had 3 of the 4 balls, and I didn't realize it until he was almost done. But fortunately, yeah, we made it through lunch without him throwing up. So I remember the last time I forgot, or I didn't have 4 balls. I think I forgot, and he threw up. So I'm more and more paranoid about that. And then he left a couple pieces of kibble in the bowl. Walked further down, so I put it on the plate and sat here for a little bit to see if he'd come back. He didn't wait me out as long as the other day. So he came back, ate all but 1 pieces of kibble, and then he left again. And then the moment I went in, he came immediately back. I didn't expect him back that fast, since I thought he didn't know that last piece of kibble was there, because I thought maybe he would have gotten it. But yeah, the moment I went in, he came back and got that piece of kibble. So he really wanted me to go to enjoy that single piece of kibble in solitude. Hey, Scruffy. How you doing? So the sun's finally coming out, kind of. It's really gloomy all morning. Didn't expect it to get that cool. So we're in the middle of lunch. Ready for your food? We're gonna be backed away, so we can get ready. Okay. Oops. Almost lost my balance there. So I'm gonna reach for the water bowl. Okay, sitting down. Walk past me. Yeah, don't know why you do that. Got some raspy meows today. Headbutt there. Okay, the sun's coming out again. So yeah, a lot of clouds today. It was overcast all morning. Looked like it might rain. Looks like the sun's finally coming out. Sure, Scruffy will enjoy the sun. So I'm wandering out. We're sitting out in the open deck earlier this morning. Probably hoping for some sun, but yeah, there wasn't any. Okay, let's get your food. Tonight's dinner is this fresh can of meaty pate super supper kibble and rotisserie chicken scraps. And I just thought out another bag of chicken scraps. And they put in a little extra kibble too. So it seemed like yesterday, Scruffy was kind of impatient for food. So I'm wondering if he's just a little extra hungry or something, so I thought I'd put in a little extra food tonight. So anyway, yeah, so I'm hoping $10 works out in my favor. Probably will. It'll probably be a better buy than that cat self-groomer that I bought that is mounted over there, and I don't think Scruffy's used it once. So unfortunately, yeah, I don't know how to get Scruffy to use it. So I brushed him once with it just to get a scent on it, and I guess that didn't do the trick. Because yeah, he passes it seems like every day when he cuts under the table when he leaves. So he knows it's there. If he gets a little closer, he could brush himself against it as he walks past and goes under the table, but he doesn't do that. So the groomer actually comes apart. It's like 2 pieces, and it actually came with a little bag of catnip. And I think, yeah, they encourage you to put the catnip in there to, I guess, entice the cat to interact with it. The problem is Scruffy is immune to catnip, doesn't seem to do anything for him, so he just ignores it, so I didn't bother. And then I didn't really want to put out catnip because it might attract other cats, and it might fight Scruffy. So I remember, way back when I first tried catnip and silvervine and honeysuckle and valerian root, and none of them worked. I left some, I think I left some out, and the little, just the crumbs or debris of all the stuff I had scattered. I remember, I think I saw Boots sniffing around in subsequent days. I think he was attracted to the catnip and was trying to get the remnants, and so I had to kind of shoo Boots away. Boots will get in the fights. So I have one video of him fighting another cat. So there's a lot of food left. I guess I gave him too much. But I'm going to move the balls, maybe I'll finish. So I haven't seen Boots in a while. So I have to ask my neighbors, see if they've seen Boots. I don't know, maybe Boots didn't make it. Because, yeah, usually I see Boots somewhere. So he kind of roams the neighborhood as if he owns the place. So I've seen him at almost every house in the neighborhood, at the park, and even down streets I don't normally walk. So I know Boots gets around, but yeah, I haven't seen him in a while. So I don't know if he's changed his location, or it's just I'm not catching him on his rotation, or maybe something happened to him. I think one of my neighbors sees him more often than I do. I think Boots likes to go into their yard. I know he went into my yard a bunch of times, but I think maybe because Scruffy was back here, Scruffy fought him off. And then I started shooing away Boots when I see him now, because I know he'll pick fights with other cats. But I don't think that actually slows down Boots, because I noticed my neighbor has a big dog, and Boots will go right into their yard with the dog. Doesn't seem to care. So there's 8 pieces of kibble. So 4, and maybe 9. But yeah, I think Scruffy's gonna wait me out. Yeah, he's coming back. I'm gonna guess he's gonna wait for me to put it on the plate and go in. See if he wants to drink of water first. He's looking at the plate. Probably thinks it's magic. Kibble magically appears there when I go in. Okay, folks. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Scruffy came back. I haven't even closed the door yet.